Because if nobody knows about you, nobody's going to buy your product or service. I believe in myself. I am in the right place at the right time all the time. My purpose is within me, and I am successful because I apply the knowledge that I receive. And I will tell you this, God does not expose you to something that is not possible for you. What's up, entrepreneurs? Welcome back into my channel. Let's get into today's topic, which is going to be talking about starting your business. Now, I might have to actually turn this into a series because obviously there is a lot that goes into starting your business, right? If you guys didn't know, I am a former brick and mortar business owner. I used to own a gym in Torrance, California. So I know a thing or two about jumping into the brick and mortar space. But I also have started my real estate investing business, my short and midterm rental business, and of course my online business. So I do have experience in a lot of different areas where I want to also share that information with you guys here on this channel. So first, let's get into the business basics, right? When it comes to starting your business, you are going to need to be legitimate, right? Whether you're going to go into a brick and mortar, start an online space, whatever your business is, you want to make sure that it's legitimate so you can do it right the first time and you don't have to come back to fix things later once you start to scale your business, okay? So make sure that you guys also tap into the resource that I am going to tag below, my business checklist, so that some of the information that I'm giving you guys today, you can also follow along on through the checklist as well to make sure that you guys are doing everything correctly so that you don't make any mistakes, okay? So the first thing you want to do before you even start your entity is to make sure that you have a business address. And the reason why you want the business address first is because you're going to use that address to create your entity as well as your EIN number so that you can ensure that all of your business documents are tied to that business address. Another reason why you want to make sure that you get your business address first is because once you start to apply for funding, business credit, things like that, you're going to want to make sure that you have one address that is associated with your LLC or your entity, whatever you decide to use, because if you have multiple addresses associated with that entity, you're going to have trouble getting funding because once you go to get funding, they're going to see multiple addresses and they're going to wonder, what's going on with this business? Why is there multiple addresses? So you want to make sure that there's only one address associated with your entity. And the only way to do that is to make sure that you have a business address first and then go and do the rest of the paperwork for your business. So make sure that you get your business address. I will tag some websites below as well, but you can use places like Regis. Some people recommend iPostal, but I would just say using iPostal, make sure that you can Google that address because sometimes those addresses are actual like abandoned buildings and things like that. So using Regis, you're going to have a physical space. You're going to have an actual beautiful building more than likely that you can actually use to collect your mail. You could have a physical office there once you scale to that point if you would like to, things like that. So I recommend making sure that you guys are using legitimate websites to get your business address. Now, once you get your business address, this doesn't mean that you have to have a physical space. Your business address can be a virtual address, right? So it's going to give you the address to a physical space. That office can collect mail on your behalf, but you don't have to actually have an office space there. So that is one of the perks of having a virtual business address. I do not recommend having a PO box as your official business address because this is going to limit you when it comes to certain funding opportunities and even business credit opportunities. Okay, so make sure that you guys have a physical address. Okay, so that is going to be the first step in starting your business, is getting that business address. Once you have your business address, then you can go and apply for your EIN and your LLC, right? So you want to get the LLC first, and then you can go and get the EIN and kind of go from there. So an LLC, limited liability corporation, is basically the almost like the insurance for your company, right? It allows you to operate in your business name, taking the liability from you personally, right? That's why it's limited liability, because the liability, the chances that liability can be on you personally is very limited, right? So in addition to that LLC, you're going to get an EIN number. You're going to go through the irs.gov website to get your EIN, which is essentially your social security number for your business, right? This is going to be very, very important for you to get business funding in the future, okay? So you are going to need an EIN number. Just make sure that you're going on the platform between business hours, because likely you're not going to be able to get your EIN number after 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on the weekends the site is probably going to be down. So make sure you go on Monday through Friday between business hours so that you can get your EIN number. And once you've gotten your business address, your LLC, and your entity, you are pretty much ready to rock and roll, right? So the next thing I want you guys to go ahead and do, depending again on your business, what you're trying to accomplish in your business, then you want to go ahead and start thinking about your website, right? So depending on what you're doing, a website would be great, but you can also do a simple landing page, right? So that whatever you're about to do in your business, when you're starting to gain clients, things like that, they need a place to go to buy your products, inquire about your services. And I also highly recommend that you guys create a Google business profile so that you can get reviews, real live reviews from clients, or you can have any family members, things like that, who have used your products prior to you actually launching your business. They can actually go on Google, review your business, and this is going to be great. So if anybody is searching for your product or service in your area, they are able to find you, and they're also able to find reviews. So this is going to be great for you actually getting your business off the ground and getting that brand awareness, right? Because brand awareness is going to be extremely important for you when you are getting ready to start this brand new business. Because if nobody knows about you, nobody's going to buy your product or service. Hope this video helped you guys learn a little bit of how to start your business legitimately. Make sure that you don't make any mistakes early on. I will continue this series with giving you guys more details on marketing your business, partnerships, organic growth, things like that. So stick with me, and I'll see you guys on the next video.